Sweet. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Hold up. Ciao, Hardcore.
Good morning, Mr. Stone.
Hello.
And thank you for dedicating your time. So we are here to talk about the ultimate cut of Alexander that is available on Chile. So why 3 cuts, and what is the difference between the other?
In 2014, I went back because I was really still, it took analysis. I mean, it's a complicated story, and I wanted to get the relationships between Alexander, his mother, and his father accurate to the point where it would match the outer journey that he was taking from Greece to Asia to the Far East and to India.
Yeah.
And the outer journey and the inner journey were to be aligned for me.
Yeah.
And that was very important. But I think we missed it in the originals. So I think in this last version, the ultimate cut, which is what I called it because it was not the final cut. What else can you call it? The ultimate cut.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours. It's shorter. It's 206 minutes. It's 3 hours and 26 minutes, as opposed to 3 hours and 34 minutes, which is the final cut. So the ultimate cut is shorter. It's 3 hours and 26 minutes. And that's what you have on, I hope you have, on Chile in Italy, because I think Italian people understand the movie. I really do, because that's when my first, even the theatrical version back in 2004, was well received in Italy, and actually made some money, according to the Warner Brothers distribution chief. So I was happy, but to me the movie is one of the most important spectacles I've done in my life, and I wanted it to be understood, and I feel I failed in the original version. The 2007 version was better, no question, than the original 2004, but the 2014 is the
most enjoyable.
Is the one that I think there are flaws. But it's the best I could do with all the footage that I had. The movie brings me back. It was a very emotional experience, you know, and I really think people should see the movie again. Hopefully widescreen at home, biggest screen as possible, because it's beautifully shot. The emotions in the movie, I threw everything I had into it. Some of the critics were very mean, but frankly, the first version, the theatrical version, was rushed. And it's my fault, because when we financed the movie, we did it with independent money, mostly from France, Germany, Italy, Europe, and because it was a subject that was about homosexuality, about actually a relationship with a eunuch, which you could call it a third gender, because he had one of his most significant physical relationships with a eunuch. So in other words, we have a relationship with a female, male-female, male-male, male eunuch. And on top of that, there was this hint of incest with the mother, very strongly. And I think the Italians can understand that.
Kind of relationship, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was a very strong relationship. And that's why I think Alexander, in a way, was running away from his mother.
Her manipulation.
Because she was accused of killing his father in this terrible story. But she was, at the time, suspected of being, let's say she didn't do it, but we don't know for sure. But what she certainly was happy that he died, and she made no bones about it. She crowed about it. So, I mean, Alexander had a lot of problems with his mother and his father. They were strong people, both of them, dominant people. And you have to keep in mind that when his father was killed, he just had a new baby, a boy with a new wife, which was allowable at the time. That boy was destined to become king, because the people did not trust his wife, she was not a Macedonian, so they were going to give the crown to the son, the new son. So there's a lot of motive for Alexander's mother to act, to make sure that he becomes king one day.
Do you think that there are still big compromises, like in situations like this, in order to release an accurate movie, historical movie, or like the biography of a political character today to be sold in the United States?
All the time. Everything. I mean, especially since 2001, when America became more militant. You know, you cannot really make a story critical of the United States. It's much harder. The films I used to do in the 90s,
Yeah.
very hard to make now. I made W about in 2008, but that was done independently, again with European monies
Yeah.
and some American money, but it was not a big hit. And that was the story of George Bush and the invasion of Iraq. Those kind of movies you can't make. Everything has to be, I would say, patriotic. It has to be. It's all indirect. It's all indirect, but it starts with television in this country. We've become extremely rigid in some ways and patriotic and conservative by any standard.
There is also something, I mean, as Chile, we have a very young public, and everybody knows Oliver Stone and knows your movies. So there is a recommendation, something that you can tell to these young people who want to maybe be a director, or want to look at you as an example, you know?
I started with short films, and I think in terms of becoming a director, to make a short film, a documentary at first, maybe, and a short film where you work with actors and you work with a script, is always the best way to go. And you learn from working 1 minute, 2 minutes. Every minute counts. But that's the way I came up. I made 4 short films, and I worked my way up to, I did a horror film, 2 horror films. I think write your own stuff if you can.
Okay, thank you
Well,
so much for your time.
thank you, dear. Nice to meet you.
Bye, nice to meet you.
Ciao, Hardcore.